right. I'm Tiago. I'm 35 years old right now, and I've been working as a data engineer for the past I don't know 4 years. And before that, I was a backend engineer. Actually, I wasn't actually looking. This recruiter George, he gave me a call one day, and he just told that there was this position that could be a good fit for me. Of course, I did have a profile there, but I wasn't actually looking. It actually was really out to date. Was we I remember that my CV wasn't up to date with a lot of old information. But anyway, so George gave me a call. He said that he had this position that could be a good fit for me, and then he asked me, to do all the steps, do coding the coding verification, where you go to the HackerRank platform and you do a few tests there, the English verification. And if I remember, I had to score above 70% of the HackerRank tests, and to have an English, I think it's advanced level, something like that. So I remember I did that. I put all the information up to date there, and that was the first step. Once this was done, I applied for the position that he told me about it, and then it started. I had like I don't know 4 interview with the company. Uh, I remember that the first one was really, how can I say, more like a cultural fit to see if, like, I think they were more checking if my English is okay, if they can have a conversation or something like that. I remember they asking things about, general logic, general knowledge about programming, SQL, and stuff like that. Uh, I think that's it, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't remember exactly the question. I'm just, answering. Yes, yes, yeah. I remember also George was really helpful. He kept in, he was always, just updating me about the process, giving some tips on how to improve my CV, because I remember that I had my CV, but it wasn't like, how can I say, Canadian style. I had more like, let's say, a Brazilian style of CV. So he asked me to put some bullet points, saying things that I have accomplished, and not just the experience. That was a really good tip, to put on the CV. Yeah, so that was, I could say, it was something that helped a lot, to, how can I say, to put my CV in evidence, instead of just listing my skills, and also putting the accomplishments and the achievements there. I remember that the people that were doing the interview, they went to these points and, asked a few questions about how did you do this, and did the manager, how did the team react, or the manager or the client, so yeah, that was a good point to put on the CV. During the process, as far as moving forward to the next steps, I remember that I had this other team, like a mock interview team. I remember that I had like 2 mock interviews, just to more related to the soft skills part, And basically answering situation questions like why should we hire you, and how I could explain myself what I did as a data engineer,
Nice.
which and to be honest was a very important very important part of the process, because I remember in the first mock interview I did really really bad, and I asked it, could we have could I have another one before the actual interview? And the second one was a bit better. I felt more confident, and it was more than enough to do well during the actual interview. That's when I was, able to answer all the questions calmly with confidence, and moving to the third part, the third interview, where again the guys from VanHack they were really, you know, really, how can I say? I mean, they were really great, helping me out again with another mock interview to prepare myself. And I gotta say, it helped me like a lot. I was able again to feel calm and confident. We did work on the same questions and a few more. Uh, Also, what they said to look up for the company, what they do, what is their mission, things like that, which normally in, is not something that I used to look up before. So
Right. And
all those
cultural.
tips were really helpful. I remember after having two coding interview, the last one it was with the general manager and the VP, and they just focus on the company, asking me. Of course, I'm not a Canadian or anything, but they did ask about the business that they work. If I, how can I say, if the mission that a company has is something that I can relate to.
Pretty
I remember it was a lot of again cultural fit questions, but focusing on the company, not on the
nice.
person. Actually, I was a bit surprised because the first two interviews were really fast, and there was this 3 week gap. You know, I haven't heard any news from them for 3 weeks. I remember that I was emailing George every now and then, once, twice a week. And out of nowhere, George gave me a call and he said, "Look, we are moving to the third interview." And then the third came, the fourth, and the final one. And when I heard the news that I got the job, that the job was mine, I was a bit surprised, to be honest. It was like, how can I say? It's always good to have this kind of news. And I remember that I was just there, sitting, just looking to nowhere, just thinking, what now? Something like this. And after how can I say? After I realized that I actually got the job, and I was really really happy. I had a few drinks, to celebrate. Remember, telling my girlfriend that I got the job. She was really happy.
Uh,
And I remember she asked the same question, what now? What happens now? I said, well, I think I have to resign my current job and, just start working for the new company. Honestly, in the first 3 weeks was really hard for me, for because of the English. Me, I know English as a second language. For them, it's just their mother language. Like, and all the meetings were through Zoom. And in my opinion, just having a meeting over the internet, even if it's with Brazilians, it's hard enough. There is always some kind of issue, like internet issues. Sometimes the voice start to break. Anyway, so the first week, to do the whole communication stuff was really hard, to express myself mainly. But they understand, they understand that you are not a native speaker. So I just pace myself in the beginning, try to make myself clear as possible, talking slowly. And after a few weeks, I was feeling more comfortable. And I gotta say, I think now it's better. It's been, I don't know, 3 months, almost 4. Uh, I still do speak slowly. I don't wanna fast. I don't wanna speak fast because I need to, because I'm not just talking. I need to, how can I say, I need to explain some stuff in technical terms, and sometimes it's hard to speak those terms in Portuguese. Can you imagine in English?
I
So yeah, but
imagine.
yeah, the guys are really nice. They are very welcome. They welcome you very well. They try to make you feel comfortable with the position. And like you said, these are challenging times, with this whole COVID situation. But like you said, soon I think I'll get to meet those guys in person, and let's see. Right. So that I would strongly suggest to visit leetcode.com. It's a site where you practice algorithms, data structures and stuff like that. I think it's really good to have a strong base of all the basic data structures. If you have like a really strong base, and in my case for data engineer, a good SQL understanding, I think you are covered. Because uh, to have the minimum grade to where you can have your CV exposed in the VanHack platform, you need to score at least 70%. So it's not easy, to do that. It's really challenging, the hacker ranking problems. So yeah, so if you have a good, very solid understanding of data structures and SQL, I think you are good to go.
Nice. So your biggest recommendation is practice your technical skills to guarantee that you get a higher score on the code challenge at VanHack, which is used to be Hacker Rank, and now you're actually using Qualified, but it's the same structure, same idea.
Yeah, I mean, linked list, doubly linked list, stack, queues, recursion. If you have a good understanding of that, I think, yeah, I think we're good to go.